Today I'm on my way to Concord, Massachusetts, an affluent and pastoral Boston suburb. Concord has a population of about 20,000, many parks, farms, and a ton of New England charm. It is known for its rich literary community, developed in the mid-19th century, centered around philosopher and poet Ralph Waldo Emerson, who led the Transcendentalist movement during the time. Concord is certainly a tourist destination. People visit to see American Revolutionary War sites like North Bridge in the Minuteman National Historical Park, Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, where several 19th century famous writers are buried, and Walden Pond, where Henry David Thoreau wrote his essays. Monument Square is the civic center of Concord, named after its Civil War obelisk, built in 1866, and is home to one of two colonial-era burial grounds and several churches. Main Street, one of the roads off of the square, has boutique clothing stores, restaurants, coffee shops, and more historic landmarks. History plays a big role in this town. And just a note, the Concord grape was also developed in Concord. I'm on my way to meet Antonia, known as Tony, and Mark at Hawthorne Inn, the 7-bedroom colonial-style inn they purchased and renovated a few years ago. When not innkeeping, Tony, who is from Madrid, Spain originally, is a Spanish-English medical interpreter, and Mark, originally from Wales in the UK, is a VP of Business Development in a technology company. The two, who met in Madrid and have a teenage son, had long fancied the idea of running an inn, and when this one came up on the market, after a 40-year history of welcoming guests into the town, the couple jumped on it. They love the inn's history and location, so close to so many historical sites. The Wayside, which was home to writer Louisa May Alcott and later writer Nathaniel Hawthorne, and the Orchard House, where Louisa May Alcott also lived and wrote her famous novel Little Women, are steps away from the inn. And the town center, Battle Road Trail, and Walden Pond are also close by. We're going to meet these homeowners, tour the inn and its colonial, chic decor, check out a bit of their attached private home, explore this historic town, and then Chef Ben Elliott of Salt Box Kitchen and I are going to fix up a feast, and we're going to celebrate home life and style in Concord, Massachusetts. Please ring the bell. There she is.
Hello.
Hello. I love that I can see you through the big window.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to
Tony.
meet you.
Hi.
Lovely to see you.
See
Welcome.
you. Thank you. What a beautiful day we got.
Yes.
It's
Oh my
incredible.
goodness, we got to look at that chandelier. First thing when you come in, that's gorgeous.
It's isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful, beautiful. Not what I expected when I came in. It's a historic home, isn't it?
It absolutely
It
is. Yeah, we're on the historic mile. It's a historic home, and we did aim to try and do something very different.
Very boutique-y.
Very boutique.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Very
wow.
boutique-y with a mix of classical and with some kind of new, modern, contemporary thrown into the mix as well.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely texture. Tell me about this wall here, and I love it in that color too. There's a silhouette that I haven't seen in a teal.
The point is, this property was owned by Ralph Waldo Emerson, by Bronson Alcott, and by Nathaniel Hawthorne. So we're kind of ingrained into the literary history of Concord, Massachusetts.
You're kidding? They all owned this at one point?
They all owned the land. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We happened upon Concord, but we're so happy that we did. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. Can we show you some more of the property?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. Let's do it. All right. And so, ooh.
So this is kind of what we're calling the lounge room or the living room now for our guests. Used to be the dining room, actually. So when we first acquired the property, this was the guest dining room, but we decided we wanted to kind of build a little bit more space, a little bit more relaxation area for the guests.
Oh, this is nice. Like that light fixture. That is, again, striking, stunning.
Yes.
Geometric, and the shadows that it casts, beautiful. This is a beautiful room. Love it. Really love it.
Would you like to see the library?
Yes, please.
So, Paga, this is the library. What used to be the lounge, but now the library.
Okay.
So it's kind of a second public area for folks just to relax and chill out a little when they stay.
Mm-hmm. Separate seating, and I love the texture behind the shelves. That's always beautiful added interest there. Beautiful room, beautiful.
Well, would you like to see some of the guest rooms?
Yes, I would, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's show you some of the guest rooms.
Okay.
So this is the Emerson room. Coming in. When we worked with Rachel, we stated a few themes, and the themes were nature and literary history. So again, homage to the writers. We have these little pieces of artwork, which in this case are books in each of the rooms.
Where did she get those? Those are fascinating.
It's an artist.
She actually,
We got them in Etsy.
yes.
Oh,
We got them in
really?
Etsy. It's an artist, yeah.
Wow, this is beautiful with a little writing desk.
Yeah. Each room has a writing desk. Again, that's
Yeah.
a reflection of the
antique.
writing history, the literary history of the town.
So this is the place for breakfast.
This is the breakfast
Is this where we're having our dinner party too?
Yes.
I love the communal table. I love that. I love that. I think that's a great idea.
There was always a communal table in the original dining room, so we thought it was. Yes, it's nice to kind of create that little bit of ambience and the group nature of the discussion. So it's work. We think it works.
And the barn doors. Now where did you get that wood? That almost looks like it's from an old barn nearby, like a real barn door.
These barn doors actually belong to Daniel Chester French. So he carved the Lincoln Memorial.
Oh,
carved
goodness.
The Minuteman Memorial.
Oh goodness! So you've become a historian, whether you want to or not. I mean, you always did.
Some people, some of our guests tend to ask, what's the history of the building and what's the history of the town, and please tell us more. So I've actually stood here and delivered the story, and only to find that the dean of history from Princeton was sitting right at the table.
Well, the chandelier is also very
Yes,
nice and
yes.
really like black lacquer, shiny, very modern looking, but also has a little bit of a historic feel with it. The size, the grand size of it over the whole table.
It's Duke and Duchess, I believe, for the artists. Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
impressive.
They came here. They installed the chandelier, obviously the other sconces, the
The
table.
table is from them.
Okay,
Yes.
so lots of
The
woodworking,
tables.
lots of turning on that chandelier. That's beautiful.
There's a huge amount of turning on the table legs. It's quite incredible.
Oh wow, I didn't notice the table legs. Wow.
They are absolutely incredible, and they weigh a ton.
Oh wow, you have it over there.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, you can see it over there on the table. Wow.
That's solid.
Oh, your commute to work is really.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 5-second commute. Yeah.
This is great. Okay, wow, so modern art. And so, was Rachel involved in this, or is this all you?
This is all us.
This is really all us. Yes. This was a complete renovation as well, but we made things a little smaller here. It's just the two of us. I mean, we have a teenage son, but he's going off to school next year. So really, that we wanted to create a space that was just kind of really easy for us to relax and sit out in. But then, because obviously we can still use the rest of the inn when we're entertaining and when we're having friends, and if we kind of want to spill over and use other rooms.
And so, what should we see next?
Let's show you Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow.
So the nature on the wallpaper.
Yeah.
The wallpaper is really pretty.
Yeah, this is
Almost looks like clouds, but it's trees. And that piece is really nice too.
It's mounted. It's acrylic underglass, and it's obviously very contemporary. The idea is it's kind of it looks like a lake scene.
Yes.
So it's a bit of play on Walden Pond. Yeah. So again, it's another trying to create something that's very. This is a very quiet room. It's kind of back here. It's away from other folks. It's got the sofa, so folks can again sit and relax.